After the resurrection, Peter stood quietly among the disciples. He had once sworn loyalty to Jesus, then denied him 3 times in the courtyard. The memory still stung. Peter did not pretend the failure was small. He knew the wound was real. When the women returned from the tomb with the message, they carried a word that astonished them all. Jesus had risen, and the message was for the disciples and especially for Peter. Especially for Peter. Peter heard those words and felt both sorrow and hope. Sorrow, because he remembered the night he failed his Lord. Hope, because the risen Jesus had not erased his name from the story. Jesus had not said, "Go tell the others," but not Peter. Instead, he singled Peter out as one who still belonged. Later, Peter remembered another day when Jesus had spoken of prayer and forgiveness. Jesus had taught that a heart holding bitterness cannot easily pray with freedom. So Peter began to understand that forgiveness was not pretending nothing had happened. It was not calling evil good. It was not rushing back into trust without wisdom. Forgiveness was laying the offense into God's hands and refusing to become chained to revenge. Peter also remembered the paralytic lowered through the roof. Jesus had not only healed the man's body, he had first spoken forgiveness over his sins. That day Peter learned that the deepest need of the human heart is mercy. We need God to forgive us, and we are meant to become people who forgive others. Time passed. Peter still bore scars from his failure, but the scars no longer ruled him. He preached with courage because he knew grace had found him. He could call sinners to repent because he himself had been restored. He could speak of mercy with tears because mercy had met him in his darkest hour. And when others fell short, Peter no longer believed their failure had to be the final chapter. He had learned from the risen Christ that shame is powerful, but grace is greater. The lesson is this: Jesus forgives, restores, and calls us to release bitterness, because God's mercy is stronger than our failure, and his healing is not the same as pretending. Forgive as the Lord forgave you.